I am alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm so alive. That's from a musical called... Oh God, can't even remember what the musical is called. I saw it in London. New York. Oh God. About that woman who has a breakdown and sees her dead son. I'm alive, I'm alive. Oh God, does anyone know? Please write me if you... Please, yes, comment if you know it. If you know what it is. Welcome to the big... Prohibition, I never remember. The Big Prohibition Cocktail Countdown, episode 8. Hello, Rick. Very welcome. Today we are making a drink called Ward 8. And I have problems trying to find out what is Ward 8. But then every time I googled Ward 8, the cocktail came up and and there never seemed to be any etymology, is that the word I'm looking for? Telling him what it is. But then I found out that Ward 8 is a district, and this cocktail is created for a politician, and Ward 8 was that district that sort of made him win the election, I guess, in Boston, Massachusetts. Is everyone doing okay? Is Rick okay? This is so funny because it's almost like it's on a delay, but I realize you have to sort of write the stuff. So very welcome everyone to the 8th. We only have 2 more shows to do. I'm making cocktails live. Oh, Rick says he's great. Well, you are the Great Rick. Oh, that should be a new handle, the Great Rick. Anyway, I am very good at making cocktails. I was about to say I'm not a professional, but then I'm sort of I prefer to lie and say I am a professional. I'm very good at making cocktails, and it's very, very sort of hard for me to standing hunched over like this. So I am going to get, let's see, my tumbler filled with ice and my martini glass from the freezer, and then I'm doing my Bette Midler steps here. Then I'm going to sit down and talk to you. Hello everyone. So today because since we are using this Manhattan, well, this is a martini glass, but it's almost a sort of a cocktail, glass. So we are, on this, there's a quote. Dorothy Parker, I like a martini, 2 at the very most, 3 I'm under the table, 4 I'm under the host. And I thought I'd she's one of my favourite writers. God, I haven't even tasted any of this yet. So I have read up on some, can you see? You can't see, oh, just out of reach is my iPad standing up with quotes that I pulled today from Dorothy Parker. So I'm going to read them to you and you're going to love them. Of course, I should start making the drink first. No, I do one Dorothy Parker quote first, and it is, I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. How genius is that? How genius? I never heard that. And sadly, it can be so that it's not her quote, because sometimes she gets sort of, they say that she wrote, it's fun to say that Dorothy Parker is the word in my family crest, the Great Rick. The Great Divide. That's something else. Yeah, no, sorry. So anyway, let's start making the drink. Verbal gymnastics, yes, it is. She was great at that. So what we need, I gotta need this sort of. First, this is whiskey, and we're gonna need 6 centiliters, or that's 2 ounces. And I'm not really into whiskey. I'm not a whiskey kind of person. I'm not a whiskey personality. But then you have to make these 8 sort of, it's compulsory, isn't it? Sort of. This is lemon juice and it's 1.5 centiliters or half an ounce. And then I thought I'd do this live. I can do like that. Yes, a little more. Yes. This cutting of the orange live. Oh, I had visions of me cutting my fingers off, but I didn't, sort of. So, let's do this. This is a great orange press, a juicer. So, you have to remember though, because I didn't understand in the beginning, I thought the way you put the orange like that, but you don't. You put it the other way around, so you sort of, so it can run out. But it took me, well, a couple of years to come to, no, not a couple of years. So now we're going to add 1.5 centiliters. Oh, this is so, the measurements are so weird. Oh fuck, this is too much. To this. It's like I'm showing you, so you goes on. No, yes, I'm not. That goes there and that goes there. And then 2 teaspoons, yes, of grenadine. And grenadine is sort of, well, the real grenadine is pomegranate syrup. I don't know what this is though. Next time when I'm in the shops, I'm gonna buy real pomegranate syrup. So now we shake. Where's Ariel? Yes! Damn it, where's Ariel? Oh, maybe she has to work. I'm not sure. Everyone who's joined, thank you very much. I'm making a drink. I am making, this is the 8th episode of a little show I like to call the Big Prohibition Cocktail Countdown, where I make cocktails and talk to you for a bit. So, let's see what this is. Oh, I thought there would be more colour from the grenadine. I did put the grenadine in this, didn't I? I didn't put it here. No, I don't think so. That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Well, you'll be the judge. So, bottoms up, or as we say in Sweden, up yours. Oh, this was interesting. It's a quite grown-up taste. Oh, and you're not supposed to hold, even though it looks more sophisticated to hold it like that. You should hold it like that so that the glass doesn't get hot warm. Carmen, welcome to my little club. Adult? What? So anyway, now I'm going to give you some more Dorothy Parker quotes because I can. Here's the second Dorothy Parker quote of the day. Tasting. Oh, adult. Yeah. Well, it's sort of like, it's not sweet and it's not sort of soda. It's not. But when I call it adult, I mean that's sort of like, there are things you wouldn't like when you're a kid. And there's some cocktails that you might like as a teenager or sort of younger than that because they are sweet and they sort of, this one is sort of taste, this is a grown up taste. It's, we can taste the whiskey, but you can't really tell it's whiskey. And there's the lemon and the orange, well, I thought sort of this, lemon and orange, I could just use all orange or all lemon, but there is a difference. It's really, it is really nice. Okay, so this one might go, It's not the best of all the it's not, it's not nearly the best of anyone. Oh, Sauvignon Rick, you ate olives in kindergarten? Because olives to me was something I started eating, well, as a grown-up. And I know some people, like Magnus, he still doesn't like olives. But I think also here in Sweden, we didn't have olives that were good. We had these olives that, with the pimento in, they tasted like nothing. You you ate it and it's like, oh, nothing. Also, the first time I had an avocado, because it was a novelty, and me and my mum have avocado, and they were hot as soap. But we didn't know. We ate it anyway, and we're like, this is really good. So, anyway, Dorothy Parker quotes, when asked if she was going to join Alcoholics Anonymous, she said, certainly not. They want me to stop now. That's funny, isn't it? And here's another advice. I pulled all the quotes about alcohol because I thought that would be appropriate. The best way, said Dorothy Parker, to avoid a hangover is to stay drunk. I'll drink to that. She also said, 3 be the things I shall never attain. Envy, contentment, and sufficient champagne. I mean, yeah, she had talent. She also said, I'm not a drinker I'm not a writer with a drinking problem. I'm a drinker with a writing problem. Is that good? Damn it. And yeah, that's all for Dorothy Parker. And if you are, I can totally recommend this. And you can't, of course, see what it says. The Portable Dorothy Parker. And it's almost everything she's ever written. It's one of those things when people ask you 3 books to take to a desert island. Well, this one, definitely. So, about this drink, the name is dating back to 1898 in Boston, when a politician called Martin M. Lomasney celebrated his win of a seat in the General Court of Massachusetts. Massachusetts, by the way, I've just learned that's an Indian name for the Indian people who lived there. Sorry, Massachusetts, with a newly minted cocktail named for the district that clinched his victory. So Ward 8 was the ones who I guess the last area or something. Yes, you won. Here's a cocktail. Drink it. So, Mr. Buskis, hello. So I'm drinking drinks and talking mostly. I made Ward 8. It's quite good. It's whiskey, orange juice, lemon juice, and grenadine. Really good. So this one was created in 1898. And I've looked up people who were born in 1898. Golda Meir, who was a prime minister of Israel. She was born then. And she, to me, I associate her with Ingrid Bergman, the Swedish movie star, because Ingrid Bergman played, that was the last role she played. She was dying of cancer when she played that. All people who also were born there, Tamara de Lempicka, she was a Polish Art Deco painter, fantastic, look her up, Tamara de Lempicka. Bertolt Brecht, the dramatist. Federico García Lorca, Spanish playwright, also born that year. Gertrude Lawrence, who was a great pal of Noel Coward, was born in that year. I don't know when Noel Coward was born though. I haven't looked that up. Peggy Guggenheim, the creator of the Guggenheim Museum and the one in Venice, I think. And also just I tried to look up something Swedish because I felt I had to. The only thing I could not a famous person who was born that year was Gunnar Myrdal, who was a Swedish sociologist. Yeah, sociologist, economist, sociologist, economist, a Nobel Prize laureate. And the only famous person who died that year was Lewis Carroll. Well, there were other people dying, but I mean, he was sort of, when you read them, he's sort of like, Lewis Carroll died, the one who created Alice in Wonderland. He died the same year this drink was created. You see, it all comes round. It's all connected, people. And also this year, Oscar Wilde's last poem, The Ballad of Reading Gaol, came out, and he died 2 years later. He was imprisoned for indecent activities, I guess they called it. He was gay and he had done some gay things. So, and I'm going to quote something, and this is really fun, because I saw a movie, if anyone's seen a movie called Carell, there was Jeanne Moreau was in it singing. She sang a song. I didn't know that it was from this one, but she sang a song called "Each Man Kills the Thing He Loves," and this is a quote from the poem. "Yet each man kills the thing he loves. By each let this be heard. Some do it with a bitter look, some with a flattening word. The coward does it with a kiss, the brave man with a sword." And the weird thing is, heard and word, they rhyme, but sword, I can never make sword rhyme with word or heard. Like, right? Am I right, people who speak the English language? Indecent public behaviour, was it? Oh, I'm not sure what it was. It was. But anyway, that was all, I think, all the information I have for you today. Public behaviour. Oh, weird. I don't think he did anything in public, did he? Indecent. Oh, well. Here's a quote from Oscar Wilde. When they asked him, that's poetry. Yes, it is. When they asked him if he, I think he came to America, and they asked, "Do you have anything to declare at customs?" And he said, "No, nothing but my genius." And with those words, I'd like to say, have a nice day, and why don't you start drinking early today? Goodbye. Thank you for watching and for liking, commenting, subscribing and following. It really helps, and something to do with the internet and the algorithm, I think. So thank you so much.